Quick one. Oh, we're back. Okay, let's go. Okay, we made it. We made it. Hopefully that's the last of the issues. I can't wait to drop frames in 10 minutes.
You got the timer, QT?
Right.
How many bosses is it in this game?
Yeah, it's only 26 compared to DS2.
Damn, I
so
can't
good.
lower that fucking...
I hope anyway. Right, so the premise of this game is basically that you were human and then you kind of died but didn't die and you become undead and you're just chilling in your cell and someone throws a key at you, so what you want to do is see who disturbed your peace. So there's a boss up there, but we don't really want to deal with that right now because I dropped all of my gear. Instead, I'm gonna wait for some better goodies from the hollows right here. I'll mention real quick one mechanic that I've already used that I'm gonna use here. I'm gonna toggle or block out of most actions. That's gonna help me save like 2.7 frames each time, which over the course of the run adds up and saves quite a bit of time actually. Get ahead of this guy. Now, most of the menuing I'm gonna be doing is gonna happen on like fog gates and whatnot. So I have a feeling that's gonna be a boulder here. Something tells me that. Oh, hey, I was right. So here's the guy who threw the cell key at me. You basically listen to his story about how you're the chosen undead to go underestimate a GDQ. Listen to his bollocks, say yes, and you get the Estus Flask, and you get the key from these doors. Estus Flask, as you probably know, is the healing item in this game, just as in the other Souls games. Right, we pick up the bow. This is why we start as Hunter, because the bow is actually really important. It's probably the best item in the game for this run.
Nice parry.
Yeah, that's not a good plunge, but that's okay. So I want to plunge straight at him to get some extra damage, but that didn't work out. I'm gonna stay behind him, try to avoid these slashes. Hopefully he does another one, that's good. And one more R1, and he's dead.
C'est le solde de 3 jours de l'équipeur dans tout le magasin. Visitez un magasin L'Équipeur ou le site l'équipeur.com du 23 au 25 février.
Just this.
You look like the Pringles guy.
No, I don't.
Posted.
Chris Pratt is giving Mr. P.
Identical.
More Pringles.
What am I fucking... I don't even remember what I'm
Chris,
doing.
I have the role of a lifetime for you.
Do I get a cut?
Are you hyped for Dark Souls? All right, take it away, Catalyst.
Well, hello, I'm Kata. With me on the couch is the lovely QTT, the lovely Distortion, and the lovely Plumato. And behind me there's a lot of folks. That's really, really cool. So there was an incentive for a name. Muffin, please.
Sorry, what's up?
The incentive for the name, who won it?
Oh, let's find out. Well, the Dark Souls player name with a commanding lead of $1,600 is going to be none other than Bark Souls.
All right. To pet your dog.
How do you spell that, this? How do you spell that?
B-A-R-K. Soul.
Cute. Bark Souls? Is that how it goes?
Yeah,
Was this so fucking...
Are you hyped for Dark Souls? All right, take it away, Catalyst.
Well, hello, I'm Kata. With me on the couch is the lovely QTT, the lovely Distortion, and the lovely Plumato. And behind me there's a lot of folks. That's really, really cool. So there was an incentive for a name. Muffin, please.
Sorry, what's up?
The incentive for the name, who won it?
Oh, let's find out. Well, the Dark Souls player name with a commanding lead of $1,600 is going to be none other than Bark Souls.
All right. To pet your dog.
How do you spell that, this? How do you spell that?
B-A-R-K. Soul.
Cute. Bark Souls? Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for the donations. All right, I think I'm ready. I think the couch is ready. Is everyone in here ready? All right, sounds good. All right, give me a countdown from 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
All right, so why is start button not working? Okay, this is not a good start.
Dark Souls runs at a GDQ.
All right, I'm starting to, hold on. Are we good? We're not good. I might have to restart the game. I think the controller might have died for some reason. Yeah, that was the quick one. Oh, we're back. Okay, let's go. Okay, we made it. We made it. Hopefully that's the last of the issues. I can't wait to drop frames in 10 minutes.
You got the timer, QT?
Right.
How many bosses is it in this game?
Yeah, it's only 26 compared to DS2, so we're good. I hope anyway. Right, so the premise of this game is basically that you were human, and then you kind of died but didn't die, and you become undead. And you're just chilling in your cell, and someone throws a key at you, so what you want to do is see who disturbed your peace. So there's a boss up there, but we don't really want to deal with that right now, because I dropped all of my gear. Instead, I'm gonna wait for some better goodies from the hollows right here. I'll mention real quick one mechanic that I've already used that I'm gonna use here. I'm gonna toggle or block out of most actions. That's gonna help me save like 2.7 frames each time, which over the course of the run adds up and saves quite a bit of time actually. Get ahead of this guy. Now, most of the menuing I'm gonna be doing is gonna happen on like fog gates and whatnot. So I have a feeling there's gonna be a boulder here. Something tells me that. Oh, hey, I was right. So here's the guy who threw the cell key at me. You basically listen to his story about how you're the chosen undead to go under estimate at GDQ. Listen to his bollocks, say yes, and you get the Estus Flask. And you get the key from these doors. Estus Flask, as you probably know, is the healing item in this game. Just as in the other Souls games. Right, we pick up the bow. This is why we start as Hunter, because the bow is actually really important. It's probably the best item in the game for this run.
Nice parry.
Yeah, that's not a good plunge, but that's okay. So I want to plunge straight at him to get some extra damage, but that didn't work out. I'm gonna stay behind him, try to avoid these slashes. Hopefully he does another one, that's good. And one more R1, and he's dead. Right, that was actually a boss that I'm kind of scared of, because I never get to fight him in real runs. So I'm glad that it actually worked out quite well. The next thing that I started with is a gift called Master Key. The reason I take that one instead of like fire bombs is because I'm gonna have to access some shortcuts, and those will allow me to get to places earlier and save time. Right, we get transported to the Firelink Shrine with a big crow, because why not? That was an aggressive hollow. So was that guy. Usually these guys are kind of okay, but they seem to be in a pretty jumpy mood today. Right, what you're gonna see also is me blocking a lot while running around. First of all, that's a habit. Second of all, because Miyazaki thought that putting everything on one key is a smart idea. You have roll and jump on the same button. And in order to get a roll instead of a sprint, or rather instead of a jump while you're sprinting, you wanna roll, you wanna block. Got kinda caught up there because I had to time the roll to not get staggered by the Hellkite Drake. Anyway, here's a undead merchant minding his own business. We're gonna conduct some. I'm gonna buy the rapier. Did I buy the rapier or did I buy the scimitar? I'm actually not sure. Okay, I did buy the rapier. Okay, we're good. That was confusing. Then I'm gonna buy the bottomless box and fire bombs with the rest. The rapier is gonna be used with the bow for some glitches. And the bottomless box, same thing later on in the run. And the fire bombs are gonna be used to blow some stuff up. Right, the next room can be kinda annoying because there's a hollow using iframes from doors. But we're gonna pleasantly and nicely ask him to step aside. Thank you. He's chugging some Estus, very nice. Cut these stairs. These hollows as well can be quite annoying, but this time it's my turn to use some iframes from the doors. So these doors I open with the Master Key, for example. And I'm gonna pick up the Gold Pine Resin, which is a consumable which buffs my weapon, and it's lightning, which is quite convenient, because the next boss is actually weak to lightning. Right, jump around the barrel, and we're gonna be approaching the second boss fight. This is actually like the last boss fight that we're gonna kind of fight the normal way. I'm gonna unequip my gloves because I don't need them anymore. Right, so normally I would stagger him in 4 hits. I'm gonna do a little strat with one-handed running attack at the start, and I'm gonna be able to stagger the boss after 5 hits instead, and then there's just a 4-hit combo to finish him off. You can strafe every single one of these attacks. So for this one, I'm gonna go to my left. That's 4 attacks. Go around him to make him turn around, and now a 4-hit combo after the stagger, and he's dead. Right, so coming up is something actually pretty important. Hopefully it goes well. I'm gonna be cutting off Drake's tail, I hope. If it doesn't go well, I'll have to do a pretty bad backup, so hopefully we can do it. Hopefully Miyazaki is on our side. I'm gonna heal here. That's only to set up like going into the fire. I don't really need to heal there. I'm gonna shoot him to aggro him. I'm gonna apply the resin, 2-hand right after, go to the left side to dodge an arrow, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3 times, then we got the tail. Okay, nice. I do some menuing here. I equip the rapier. I move around my items in the inventory. The inventory works quite differently compared to Dark Souls 2, for example. It's kind of messy and not very organized, so what I'll try to do is just keep my inventory as clean as possible by dropping items I don't need and whatnot. Right, there's gonna be another guy getting in our way. We're gonna, again, the classic European way of politely asking him to get out of the way. Like this. Okay, thank you, sir. Anyway, so far it's been like, you know, all good, standard stuff, and now we're gonna go crazy real quick. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna quit out. If you quit out in this game, it actually resets the enemies to the default positions, so I de-aggro them. And I'm gonna aggro one of these melee hollows, and I'm gonna use him to conduct something called Sense Gate Skip. Right, so I'm gonna set it up next to the pillar, wait for his attack. That's not a good one, but that's okay. I'm gonna position myself like this, and I'm gonna get a death cam. Right, so this looks pretty crazy. A lot of people get really confused about this. So basically what happens is if you jump off of a platform and you're gonna be falling down, for an extra cinematic effect, there's 2 different triggers. One is to trigger the death cam, so it looks cool. And the second one is the one that actually kills you, right? So this way I only actually hit the death cam. And the good thing about it is that nothing loads or deloads. It might look like I'm out of bounds now or something, but no, I'm just playing the game normally. I just have this like special camera. And the start of Sense Fortress is actually loaded, but the gates and assets in general, they actually load later on than the areas themselves. So there's a gate, and I just ran through it. I'm gonna quit out, and hopefully I'll be back in Sense Fortress without losing any frames. See, the gate is there, but we ran through it. That's pretty nice. So I was watching the Grampu World run yesterday. That was pretty awesome. And I heard that like Grampu Bear took some inspiration in this area. I was like, it doesn't really add up. So I called my man Miyazaki after the run, and I was like, hey, Miyazaki-san, please tell me how the truth really is. And he was like, Catalyst Bakarayo, like, come on, man, that's not how it was. And he told me that he was actually the one inspired by Grampu Bear, so yeah, that's the true story. Then he also told me some things I cannot really say on the PG stream because it was 3 a.m. when I called him, but hey. Right, going through the Sense Fortress is pretty easy for speedrunners usually. Like casually it's a pain in the ass, but the cycles are consistent, so we usually know what to do. Also, we just saw a lizard get wrecked by the boulder. I don't want to suffer the same fate, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quit out, which is gonna reset the boulder's position to the bottom. Yeah, that was pretty loud. Right. Each time you quit out, there's also like a little stand-up animation during which you can menu, which is pretty neat. So I just use it to equip the bow. And I'm gonna do soon something that's called the Moose Swap, which is like the Bremba glitch. But first, there's another guy that is in the way, so we'll politely ask him to get out of it. There we go. Right, gotta wait for these pendulums. Again, I'll do some menuing on this fog gate to just kind of set up the things that I'm gonna need later on in the run. Homeward Bones this time. Right, so the Moose Swap glitch is something that basically allows me to transfer one weapon's moveset, or rather part of it, to another weapon. And you do it by equipping the bow in your left hand. That's the only weapon that you can two-hand in your left hand, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get stuck in an action, And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna queue up two-handing the bow, and before the game actually executes that command, I'm gonna swap out the bow. Like that. So that's called the move swap. You don't have to clap for that. You don't have to clap for that. There's gonna be plenty of that. Like, your hands would hurt. Your hands would hurt, trust me. All right, I mean, I'll take that. I'll take the appreciation. Right, so now running attack, rolling attack, and jumping attack are actually the rapiers now on my Drake sword, because the bow doesn't actually have those attacks, so it just takes the info from the right hand. All right, this is Iron Golem. It's a boss. He's pretty cool. I'm gonna do like a setup to stagger him. That's gonna require 4 running attacks. It's actually kind of hard, so hopefully it works out. Fist slam, there we go. This should be the one to stagger him. There we go. As you can see, he is in a pretty prime position. 2 more running attacks to make him fall off, and bye-bye.
Nice fight.
That was really good. If there's one thing to learn from Iron Golem, it is to never skip leg day, mark my words. Right, so we get to Analondo, the abandoned city of the gods. You don't know it's abandoned. Well, I mean, now you do, but you're not supposed to know that. Sorry for the spoilers. Right, so certain bosses actually drop souls, which you can consume. You can pop them to gain souls, like the currency for which you can level up at every bonfire, or you can buy stuff with them. You can actually dupe these souls because they have a confirmation box. So I'm gonna do a similar thing to Musov. I'm gonna get stuck in this roll, I'm gonna queue up the soul, and then I'm gonna use an Estus, and this way it's, what the game does is I pop the soul, I get the 12,000 currency souls, but it actually consumes an Estus charge. As you can see at the bottom left, I still have the core of Iron Golem. So I'm gonna be using that throughout the run for like multitude of items that have a confirmation box. All right, this is gonna be a pretty scary place. I'm gonna heal up, because my last bonfire is actually all the way before Sun's Fortress, so I don't wanna die here. I'm gonna prepare a cutout just in case. All right, no daggers. It's still not over yet though, because Painting Guardians have some insane vacuum backstab skills, trust me. You'd probably want to see that, but I don't, trust me. All right. All right, this guy's chilling, that's good, that's good.
Upgrade to premium and listen your way. Tap the banner to learn more.
All right, that guy's chilling as well. Okay, we're good, guys, we're good. That's a really scary part, because we would lose like 2.5 minutes if we died there. It's a good thing it didn't happen. Right, now we're gonna approach the Dark Moon Tome bonfire, which is a pretty good checkpoint, because there are gonna be some scary parts where we could die. So if that happened, we would, you know, spawn here. Probably know how the thing goes, like if you die, you don't actually die, you just become more hollow. Kind of like when you speedrun this game, with every single reset, you become more and more hollow. Miyazaki knew all along, guys. He knew all along. Right, so what I'm gonna level up is, nice Gwyn statue. I'm gonna level up endurance and strength. I'm gonna level up strength to be able to use the Dragon Tooth, which is gonna be the main weapon for the speedrun. And endurance gives me stamina and also gives me the ability to like wield more stuff at the same time. I'm gonna 2027, and I'm gonna pick up this ring of Sun's Firstborn. The ring boosts miracles, but we ain't using no goddamn miracles, so you can probably figure out that we gotta do some glitchy miracles instead. That's what we're gonna do. Right, we're gonna run back up, and we're gonna do a cool little trick. Did I just say trick? I might have. We're gonna do a cool little trick, because I need to use this elevator again. And the way the game stores your position is that if you're on an unstable platform, it doesn't save it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump off the elevator and then quit out. And the elevator's position only gets saved if it reaches its final destination. So it's gonna save my position on the top here. Like so, that was kind of close. And now the elevator's gonna get sent down to the bottom, which is gonna save time for later on in the run when I'm gonna have to use it again. Right, it's gone pretty cool. All right, so now we're gonna be approaching the Anorondo Cathedral. You might have seen this area in Dark Souls 3. Don't play Dark Souls 3, it sucks. Go play Dark Souls 2, that game's pretty cool.
Oh, I agree with that.
Right, I just got a lot of haters from that statement, but that's okay. Right, I'm actually gonna have to listen here to the spears. All right, these guys were chilling. Okay, one more round. Because these Batman demons, they were gifted by Gwyn to be able to use lightning. Okay, that was one. Got hits. That's okay though, that's okay. Not a big deal. Right, then there's these Silver Knight archers, which they can shoot, but they definitely cannot think too well. Hopefully we'll get to show it off. All right, well, goodbye, buddy.
Oh, nice RNG.
That was really good, yeah, that was really fast. Right, more menuing on the fog gates. As you can see, I got bow in my left hand. You know what's coming very soon. But first, I'm gonna take this Peach Bonfire. It's for safety. Coming up is like one of the hardest fights in the entire run. So if I die there, that would kind of suck. Muffin, let's hear a donation, please.
All right, well, we have quite the donation to bring us closer to that Dark Souls glitch exhibition with $1,500.
Wow.
From none other than Molder TPC 128.
Thanks.
They say, have to donate to kick off the run of my favorite game from my favorite game series. Praise the sun.
Amazing, man. Thank you so much for that donation. Very, very generous. Right, so here I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the soul, but I did it with a bone. Bone is an item that takes you to your last bonfire that you sat at. And because it also has a confirmation box, I can just dupe it. So I have only one, but like I'm going to use it several times. What you saw me do was I broke an illusory wall, kind of like if I had played the game before. Weird. We picked up an item from the chest, the Dragon Tooth. As I said, that's going to be the main weapon of choice. And coming up is the Ominous boss fight. It's pretty difficult because there's actually two bosses at the same time. And the main premise of the fight is... What is this guy doing? The main premise of the fight is going to be to try and separate them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Moose my Dragon Tooth again. Or rather for the first time, and see what opener I get. There's 3 different openers. Okay, this is the walking opener, it's the mediocre one. And I'm gonna try to set it up so that he gets stuck next to the pillar. Like so. One running attack to stagger. Make sure to not overlap the staggers. Okay, that's good. Bait out an attack from Smode. Here it comes. Okay, Jumpy Boy. Shouldn't have done that, mate. There we go. Okay, so that's phase 1. That was really good.
That was, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of the fight, really. Because phase 2, unless I get trolled by him jumping away, well, there it is.
Oh.
We good. That was close. That was really close. I would have probably survived with this amount of HP, but yeah, as you can see, one running attack again staggers him. So as long as I don't overlap the staggers, we good.
Awesome fight.
Nice open so far.
Thank you. It's going pretty well. I hope Miyazaki's not watching, because if he is, we're dying soon. Right, I'll open these doors, and, well, everyone knows, amazing chest ahead, right? Everyone saw that. Oh, boy. Right, so it's actually an illusion. We're gonna kill it. It's faster than actually, like, talking to her, and we're gonna bone out. Guinevere gives us the Lord Vessel, which will allow us to transfer between bonfires, something that in, like, DS2 and DS3 can do right from the start of the game. Gonna warp to Filing Shrine. I'm gonna get rid of the Short Sword and the Drake Sword. They've served me well, but they're garbage. Right, from Filing, I'm gonna straight go to Undead Parish. I do these 2 wars because it doesn't really matter if I do 1 or 2, because later on I would have to warp anyway, and I use this to do all my menuing. So I equip the shields, I equip the soul for later, and we're gonna go to Undead Parish and kill the gargoyles. Now, killing gargoyles and like killing Quelaag and ringing the bells is something you're supposed to do like the first things in the game. But because we did the Sense Fortress gate skip, we didn't have to do that. So now we're gonna come back there because we still want to ring the bells. We still want to access Firelink Altar, and we mainly want to do some good ass business with my man Frem, the Primordial Serpent. So we gotta wake him up first. Here's this guy. We're gonna go around him. The next room is kind of scary because there's channelers who can like, or rather channeler who can buff up hollows. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, get around him. All right, we're good. So, when I said that for the moose swap, I need to get stuck in some kind of an action, it doesn't have to be the jump roll. Here I just moose swap off of climbing up the ladder. It's pretty neat, looks pretty good. It's actually easier than the normal moose swap because you have more time for it. Right, now we're actually getting to an early game boss with a mid-game weapon, so this is gonna be an easy boss fight. First hit stagger, feels pretty comfy. Good night. Oh, there's another gargoyle, Monka is, okay, it's dead. Wow. And now we have 2 long ladders. You see, some people say Bloodborne has the best ladders in the business, but I mean, look at this one, man, like.
That's a pretty good ladder.
That's a pretty good ladder, yeah. I like it as well.
Ooh, that one too.
Yeah, there's actually 2 in 1. It's a complete package right here.
Buy one, get one free.
Right, so here's the first bell. Looks pretty cool. We're gonna ring it, and then I'm gonna use the pulling the lever animation to dupe another bone, or rather dupe the same bow still. Okay, now we're gonna head to Stray Demon, which you saw me activate the shortcut, so we're gonna use it now to go back to the Undead Asylum. It's an optional boss. Plenty of these bosses that we're gonna be doing are optional, but it's all bosses, duh. Right, dupe this Smoke Soul here on this elevator while I'm waiting. I'm getting some extra souls to make sure I can level up everything that I need. Once we kill the optional boss Stray Demon, there's an optional item for an optional area. There is another optional boss, but we gotta kill it. And we also want to get to Painted World really soon because there's an item that we're gonna use to do a pretty important glitch. And this is a perfect time for some donations, Muffin. Go ahead.
All right, fantastic. Well, kicking us off with a $100 donation is Adam13 that says, if everyone engages in some jolly good cooperation and praises the sun, I'll donate another $100.
Praise the sun, brother.
Awesome, thanks guys. So question for you, Kata, is there a really hype boss that's gonna be coming up in the next 10 minutes?
No.
Okay, well. Why don't we say at the 30-minute mark, we have a challenge donation here, $5 from Ladson that says, chat wants a $5 Glitch Souls train. Let's get it done. So folks, we still have to raise $30,000 to make that glitch exhibition happens at the end of this run. So why don't we say at the 30-minute mark, get ready your $5 donations, and let's see if we can raise that $30,000 in a nice, smooth train. Let's go, Twitch chat.
All right, so this boss fight is like one of the longest boss fights in this entire run, because Stray Demon is like a massive tank, and I don't have that much damage yet. Like, I have decent damage, but not like insane damage, so it's actually 9 full running attacks. This fight went actually really well, because what he was doing was he was just turning around for some reason.
Good RNG.
Yeah, it was pretty lucky, it was pretty lucky. Well, now for the real boss fight, actually, of this place. We're going to the first cell, and this guy is kinda scary. Okay. That's the first part. And this is calculated, don't worry about it, guys. This is fine. This is fine. All right, we're good. Right, so now there's gonna be some more polite actions coming up real soon. So here's Lotric, never mind, he's gone. So we gotta quit out. There's like 1 in 3 chance that the guy actually doesn't spawn. Me killing Gargoyles frees him up from his cage. But I don't like him, man. He's like sitting here, he's obscuring my view, so I'm gonna politely ask him to die. Goodbye. So he actually drops a really good ring called the Ring of Favor and Protection, abbreviated the FUP ring. Pretty nice. Gonna pick it up. And the ring, what it does, it gives me some extra HP, but that's not that important. What it does mainly is gives me an endurance, which will, I saw a frame drop, Monka is, which will allow me to fast roll later on in the run in the Painted World. So basically, depending on how much stuff, unlike in, for example, Bloodborne, how much stuff you have equipped, there's 3 different tiers of rolling and like your movement speed, basically. And right now we are mid-rolling if you have the Dragon Tooth equipped, but we're gonna be fast rolling for the most of the run, and the FUP ring will allow us to do it a little bit earlier, which is pretty cool. Right, here's Rickard. I buy the Heavy Soul Arrow and Sorcerer's Catalyst. He's the imposter, I promise. Get through this shortcut. This is another instance of using the Master Key. I buy this magic that I just bought to fight the Moonlight Butterfly later on in the run, because that's like a boss where I would have to wait for him to get close to be able to attack in melee. And now we're going to Blighttown. Blighttown is pretty notoriously known as one of the laggiest areas of the game, but I have a plan for this, don't worry. We're not gonna see much of it, I hope. So kind of something really cool, hopefully I can get it. First one's easy. All right, that's 1 out of 2. And that's 2 out of 2 right there.
Nice.
Nice.
So that thing there is called the fall damage cancel, or we just call it the plunge. Basically in this game, for like whatever reason, if you plunge attack a slope, the game allows you to roll mid-air for a certain period of time. And if I time my roll correctly, I can use the roll's iframes to iframe the fall damage. You're gonna see it several times throughout the run. Right, approaching Quelaag now. Quelaag is it's a pretty alright boss, again, I'm gonna do the move swap, you know. And now there's like two types of openers. Either she's gonna jump or she's not gonna jump, so let's see what she does. It's not a jump, not the best opener though. Gonna do another one, she jumps away. All right, I'll try to stay up close. Let's see what she's doing. Okay, there's lava spill, and it's the long one as well, so we'll be fine. One more running attack, and she's dead. This boss can be quite tricky sometimes, but yeah, she gave us like a pretty comfy pattern. Not really the fastest, but pretty safe. Right, I'm poisoned from the swamp, and there's the drop here, so I heal up to, you know, not die from the fall damage, because that would be pretty bad. Second bell that we ring, very nice. Here's the drop. And something tells me that there's an illusory wall here. Wow, I guessed correctly, insane. Woo, indeed. So here's an Engi, and because I'm a polite person, I'm gonna ask him to step aside again. Thank you. And we take this bonfire for later. Now I'm gonna level up endurance to 32, which will be just enough to allow me to fast roll with the FAP ring, like I said. We're gonna go to the Dark Moonstone bonfire. And you're gonna notice that Anor Londo has gone dark, actually. This is because like the entire sun here is just an illusion cast by Gwendolyn, which is an optional boss. Again, that we skipped, because right now I don't actually have enough damage to one-cycle him, so we're gonna be coming here later on in the run to kill him. Right, and as I'm running to Painted World, I think this is a good time for some donations.
All right, fantastic. Well, we have a $50 donation from Warning Sign that says, "Caution, donation bomb ahead." Ooh, well, get your donations ready, folks, because in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, we're going to start that donation train to close out that glitch exhibition, which requires just about 27,000. So get hype and get ready for that.
All right, we enter the painting here, thanks to the peculiar doll that we picked up after Stray. So this place is actually pretty cool. It's really complex as well. This is because this is an actual prototype level that Miyazaki just really liked and really wanted it in the game. So it feels kind of out of place, and it's like hidden in a painting. It's another thing that he told me in our late night fold call yesterday. These enemies can be kind of annoying sometimes, especially the ones coming up, like these guys in the next room, because they can like wombo combo me and basically one-shot me, so let's hope that doesn't happen. But for that, I would have to mistime a roll, and I don't really do that, so that's all good. Right, now coming up is a very important item. First, I gotta get around these crow demons. These are like really annoying to deal with sometimes, so I'm just gonna roll around them. Usually I would try to strafe them, but I don't want to risk getting destroyed at GDQ, so that would be embarrassing. And I'm gonna get this Red Sign Soapstone. That's actually an item for online play, but we're gonna put it to some really good use. I got a stored roll here. Stored roll basically is a thing where it doesn't perform your roll as you fall down. We don't really know why it happens. It has to do something with the fact that the game accepts inputs on frame-by-frame basis instead of RTA, like, you know, normal games. The little skip that you saw me on the ledge there, that's a prime example of, you know, the fact that this is a prototype level, because there's just like collision there for some reason. It allows me to skip killing the Undead Dragon, which would be really annoying without RTSR and with Dragon 2+0. I go to the left side there, so this Berenike, whatever the hell his name is, Knight spawns more on the left side and I can get around him. And counter up is Priscilla. Now Priscilla, as soon as you attack her, because she's not hostile when you enter the boss fight, she goes
Commence ta journée avec 7 à 22 vitamines et minéraux.
Kellogg's nourrit ton potentiel.
Visible and invincible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use an arrow to mark her. I'm gonna move swap, lock on, and it's gonna be 4 running attacks. Go behind her for this one. Second running attack, I'm gonna go to the front to bait out an attack as soon as possible. Go back for this one, and only one more left. All right, that was a good fight.
Nice fight.
So now, for some reason, when I leave the Painted World, it sets my last bonfire as the Anor Londo bonfire, which is one that we skipped early on in the game. We didn't like go here at all, but for some reason the game just gives it to you. Right, equip some armor, break the FAP ring, because you cannot normally just unequip it, you have to break it. And coming up is some pretty cool glitchy action. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a key, I'm gonna buy a weaponsmith box, I'm gonna buy a good shield, and I'm gonna buy 999 arrows. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna queue up dropping those arrows. I'm gonna queue up duping the bone, but go into this dialogue instead, which is gonna prompt this bone dialogue inside of the Andre menu, and I'm gonna buy pikes when that happens, right? So when I queue up dropping the 999 arrows, what happens is the game saves it into memory, and then I can get a prompt to show up for the bone inside of the Andre menu. And when I buy pikes, it automatically uses the last queued up value, quantity value, which is 999. So I buy basically 999 pikes, but not really. I buy one pike that weighs the amount of 999 pikes. Now you might be wondering, Bakara, why the fuck? Ooh, I just said, ooh, I'm sorry. Please don't apologize. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I'm European, I have an excuse, okay? English is not my native language. Right, sorry for that one. Anyway, why the hell would you buy a pike that weighs 999 pikes? Well, the reason for that is because there's actually a glitch. There's a leftover mechanic from Demon Souls for some reason, which is called being crammed, right? And that means there's a limit inside of the inventory that you can carry, but it's 10,000 units, which normally casually you will never reach. But with this glitch, I can actually do that. Now, while I'm crammed, for some reason, the game will not allow me, and I don't know why, it will not allow me to unequip my ring, and instead it will bring up a glitched menu. And with this glitched menu, what I can do is I can equip one type of an item, in this case it's gonna be a consumable, into a different slot. So I'm gonna queue up consumables, I'm gonna get stuck in an action, select the helmet slot, which determines which slot is actually gonna be the item equipped to, and boom, I just got red Tearstone ring. So it's very confusing. We don't really know how it works precisely, but basically when I equip the red sign soapstone that we picked up in the painted world, when I equip it into my ring slot, the game only checks for the ID number, and it sees, oh hey, it's got ID number 12. You know what else it's got ID number 12? The red Tearstone ring. There we go. So now my red sign soapstone, which I picked up, which is an online item, is acting like the red Tearstone ring. If you don't know what red Tearstone ring is, it's actually pretty OP. If I'm under 20% HP, it's gonna basically double my damage. So I already set it up. You saw me deliberately take full damage on the bridge. Okay, that firebomb missed for some reason. So this is Hydra. It's not actually a boss, but you need to kill it in order to get to the DLC, and DLC obviously has some bosses. Okay, so I need to throw like one more firebomb now. And Kobe. All right, it's dead. So because
It was a good shot.
Yeah, I practiced for that one on the arcades. Right, so because I still have DT +0, I don't have it upgraded. It took a while to kill Hydra, but you basically go for the heads and try to cut them. Right, and now because, you know, like, Miyazaki thought it was a great idea to sell people a DLC and then make them not even find the DLC. There's a golem right at the side of this lake, and you have to actually reload the area as well in order to have him spawn. We're gonna kill him. Here is Dusk. We like Dusk because she allows us to get into the DLC later on. So we talk to her, say that we're gonna help her, and then we bone away. Right, and coming up is more glitchy action that I'm gonna try to explain as clearly as I can. So I put stuff in the bottomless box. That's like your stash on a bonfire. And now we have awakened Fremd after ringing the second bell. So we're gonna do some good business with him, right? Here it is, the Primordial Serpent. Looks pretty cool. We're gonna talk to him first, get to the Firelink altar, and we're gonna place the Lord Vessel. That allows us to progress in the game to areas that were locked up until now. And then I already queued up 999 arrows again, and this is one of the NPCs that you can actually basically sell items to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Andre, but watch my souls on the bottom right, okay? Watch the souls. So I had like 5,000 souls. Now I have quite a few more.
Oh, what?
What? So basically, this is just one big scam, right? So now there's even more souls. Because I'm pretty, yeah.
Well,
That's great.
And you can do the same thing for upgrade materials. And what actually happens if you have the stuff in your bottomless box, for some reason, instead of consuming it, right, I sell him the soul 999 times, but at the same time, as if that wasn't OP enough. Where's my cursor? I need it. What just happened?
Oh.
Oh, did I move the window or something? Hello? So I want to use the mouse for this to level up quicker, but I just pressed the mouse and something happened. Right, okay.
Froze.
It seems like it, yeah. We can probably go to a cut until we sort this out.
All right, well, while we get that sorted out, we are nearly within 20,000 of being able to match that glitch exhibition. Twitch
Dude,
chat
this
has
guy
been
can't
going
fucking
crazy
speak.
with this donation train. Keep it up, guys. Yeah, speaking of which, we have $150 from the Couch Gamer that says, here's to a great GDQ. Keep the Souls train rolling. Glitch exhibition hype. We also have a $500 anonymous donation that says, like many others, I've been quietly watching for many years. This year, however, I've been fortunate enough to land a wonderful job that has made me financially stable, enough to contribute to this amazing community and to such a deserving charity. My employer will even match this donation dollar for dollar. Dark Souls 1 has been one of my favorite games since its release, and so I just had to make my first GDQ donation during this run, but it certainly won't be my last. It's been a long time since I followed the speedrunning community for Dark Souls 1, so I'm really looking forward to seeing just how far it's evolved. I cannot overstate this enough, but I want to give a huge thanks to everyone who helps make this happen twice a year, every year. And an extra big shout out to those who are giving what little bit extra they have in small donations. Your contributions are not insignificant, and every single one is appreciated. This donation goes towards the Dark Souls Glitch exhibition. Thank you so much for that message, Anonymous. All right, as that donation train is still going strong, we have so many donations coming in. Thank you guys so much. We have $31 from Brad B that says, let's get that glitch exhibition. We also have a $150 donation from Mumbor202 that says, train hype. We have a $50 donation from Forever Zonic 3 that says, you said it was a $50 train, right? Yeah, something like that. And we have a $555.55 anonymous donation that says, I'm impatient, take all my fives. Thank you so much, Anonymous. We have a $15 donation from Dragon Slayer Outback that says, Dark Souls is best souls. Good luck, Catalyst. Thank you so much, Dragon Slayer Outback. You're awesome. We have a $50 donation from Squishy Flan that says, donation train, choo-choo.
Dude, this guy's so fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, I heard you over there in the audience. Woo!
They're probably told to like
We have an anonymous
keep the energy
$200
up.
donation that says,
And this guy's
first donation, let's get that glitchy souls. Praise the sun. We're getting there. We're less than $19,000 away. Keep them coming. I'd also like to take a moment here to remind us that we're here at SGDQ 2019 raising money for Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders, MSF, is an international independent medical humanitarian organization that delivered emergency aid to people affected by armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, natural disasters, and exclusion from healthcare in over 70 countries in 2018. On any given day, thousands of individuals representing dozens of nationalities can be found providing assistance to people caught in crises around the world. They are doctors, nurses, logistics experts, administrators, epidemiologists, laboratory technicians, mental health professionals, and others who work together in accordance with MSF's guiding principles of humanitarian action and medical ethics. The organization received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1999. Thank you so much, Doctors Without Borders. We're proud to be supporting such a great cause. Just hang tight, folks. We are getting things back on track, and we will return you to Dark Souls when we get everything back set up. Awesome. We are nearly $16,000 away. The donation train is still going strong. Can we get some hype from the audience? We have a $200 donation from Carufel that says, let's see some Dark Souls glitches. Yeah, this run has already been insane. I can't wait to see if we can meet that incentive, what sorts of things Kata is going to be able to show us at the end of the run. Keep them coming, folks.
Stay in the moment with complete control over what comes next. At least when it comes to your music.
We have $250 from Mutabot that says, donating for the prizes and for the Dark Souls Glitch exhibition, and because MSF is a worthy cause. Thanks, Muta. Yeah, you know, speaking about prizes, if you end up donating a certain amount cumulative throughout the entire marathon, you could be eligible to win some sick swag, including to be in contention for the Banquet of the Wild, as well as a Bomberman Friends Forever pin set if you donate overall $5. All right, that being said, folks, are you ready to go back to Dark Souls? Take it away, Kata.
All right, we're back. Okay, everything's fine. Sorry about that. For some reason, when I tried to use the mouse, the game just messed up. But we're back. So I'm not going to touch the mouse again. I'm not risking that. Did I upgrade the weapon? I probably did. Anyway, so I'm going to level up 12 or 2 now. I'm going to mash on keyboard now because I cannot mash on controller as fast. And there's a lot of leveling that I'm going to be doing with all these souls that I just duped, or rather scammed over framed. Right, so the worst one's coming up. So this is 45 dexterity. That's because casting speed actually increases, and 45 is the cap. Longer dexterity. I'm going to be going to 99 with this one, so it's going to take a while.
Oh, wow.
All right. All right, I attuned some magic. And we're going to warp to Analondo. We warp to Analondo to go towards Duke's Archives to dispose of Seath. He is not a good boy. He's not a good boy at all. And we kind of need to kill him because this is all bosses. Anyway, this is going to be quite a long run right now. Actually, I'll probably try to explain the quantity story stuff a little bit more. So basically, when you put it to the bottomless box, instead of the game just like consuming the soul or the dragon scale, the upgrade material that we got from the Hydra for our dragon tooth, it's not only that you sell it to him 99 times, but for some reason it also dupes to the max number of the particular item that you can have if it's in the bottomless box in the bonfire. So when I sell the soul, not only I sell it 999 times, but I also get 99 of it back. Like, that's a pretty good deal. You don't get that in Target here in the US. You know, so yeah, Lordran's got some pretty good deals. Right, so you just saw me roll through that board. It's not a big deal. Hopefully they don't mess me up here. So coming up is like a golem kill. This pendant golem spawns only after you talk to Dusk. He drops an item that allows you to get to the DLC. Gonna get a little bit closer. Nice. Okay. So, this place is kind of scary as well because I can actually get wombo combo by like 3 enemies, and even with this extra HP that I just got from my level ups, I can die. Okay, so that's the golem. We're gonna get the broken pendant. All right, here's this guy. Just roll his attack because that's what we do. And coming up is a series of skips that are gonna be kind of scary, and I'll probably die, but that's okay. First one is gonna be the Duke skip. It's pretty well known. It's basically just a bunch of parkour that I'm gonna do here. And it's gonna save like around 5 minutes or something because I'm gonna skip the entire prison part. I mean, hopefully. So I'm gonna ride this elevator up, then I'm gonna start sending it downwards, and I'm gonna use its railing to get out of bounds. Or out of bounds, rather, to skip the prison.
Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Again, politely ask the holo to get out of the way. Next skip is the ladder skip. This one is simple, but for some reason, sometimes it can troll you, and you die, and that's not cool. So instead of taking the ladder, I'm gonna go to the edge, and then I'm gonna walk over it, and hopefully I'll land here. Okay, good. I'm also taking damage from these falls deliberately, so I have RTSR for Steve. And coming up is something that I'm quite nervous about. It's probably like the worst decision I've made. It's a skip that's gonna save around 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and if I die, I'm gonna lose like 3.5 minutes. It's really hard. It's really hard, but I will do it for you guys. I'll try.
This one always scares me.
Yeah, it's really bad because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on a slope. If you jump on a slope, the #1 priority of the game is to get you to the bottom of the slope. And that's even like, has priority over actually dealing damage to you. So I can survive this insane fall, maybe. We'll see, I'll try. All right, that should be good. No, I quit out too late. That's a shame.
Nice attempt, though.
Yeah, it was a good jump. Ooh, that sucks. So now we're back to Dark Root. There's gonna be a bunch of running back. So yeah, that's unlucky. So the hardest part I got, which is jumping off of the crystal, because you're sliding down, it's kind of hard to do to jump properly. And then what you have to do is you have to quit out on the slope, obviously. It saves your position on the bottom, and then you survive. Or you quit out too late because you're bad, and then you don't survive. Anyway, so yeah, thank you everyone for donating towards the Die to Slope Quit Out incentive. This one was for charity, obviously. And as I'm running back to the place that I died to, we can read some donations.
All right, fantastic. Well, kicking us off is a $500 donation from Enzer88. And they have to say, is Catalyst the Dark Souls of speedrunning? Oh, no. Are Prime subs the Dark Souls of Twitch subs? Am I too tired to be doing this right now?
Yes.
Find out on the next episode of SGDQ.
Thank you.
We also have a $50 donation from Zaz Train that says, Hi Kata, it's your favorite Texan, Zazzles. Good luck on your run. Everyone in the Speed Souls community is cheering you on, by the way.
Oh no.
We good. Thank you for the donations, Azman. Appreciate that.
By the way, what is your favorite fruit?
Is that a trick question?
I don't know.
Probably a banana. Banana's good. Yeah, you guys like bananas?
Banana lovers.
Yeah. Right, what I'm gonna do here is I'm probably gonna heal up. Right, one thing I haven't explained is actually I got this ring from Hydra as well, the Dust Crown ring. What it does, it puts my HP to half. And I can use that to set up RTSR a little bit better, because the way full damage works in this game is that it's actually based off of your max HP, so it's consistent every time. Basically, no matter how much HP you have.
Do you go for 99 and for 1 king?
No, you cannot get that in this route, unfortunately. You go for 99 because you're missing the BDR, the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, which gives 20% damage to all your spells. So you need a 99 to deal some serious damage to the post-DLC bosses.
Gotcha.
All right, got that again. That's cool.
Nice.
Choose your own offline listening adventure. Spotify Premium lets you download and take your music on
What
the
time
go.
are we at?
Upgrade to Premium and listen
41,
your way.
45.
Tap the banner to learn more.
I kind of want to try the slow quit out again, man.
I mean, the start of the run was really good, so.
Do it? Should I do it?
Do it!
Yeah.
Do it!
Well, if I die, that one's on you guys, okay? That one's not on me. All right, I'll try. Woo! I'll try. Yes, yesterday I said tomorrow. Let's go. All right. I'll try one more time. I did get the hard part. I just duped and quit out really late for some reason. Oh, hey, here's my souls. That's cool. Just some casual 3 million souls or whatever that is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, focus.
That's too far right, I think. Yeah. All right, that's enough. I'm not doing that again.
More time for donation.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Right, that's a lot of running. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should have. The thing is, if I quit out midair, I was pretty sure that was too far right, but if you quit out midair, there's a high chance that when you spawn on the crystal, you're actually gonna slide down and die anyway. So it's better to take the chance of the thing actually like hitting.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, it's pretty bad if it does. Right, more donations, let's go.
All right, well, we are just barely over $12,000 away from being able to make that Dark Souls glitch exhibition happen, and we are getting a flood of donations coming in, keeping that train going. So can we just get a cheer really quick for the Twitch chat?
Thank you, Twitch chat.
Thank you, Twitch chat.
Yeah, $50 from Timmy16 that says, here's the Dark Souls glitch hype. This game has broken so many of us. It will be fun watching it get broken in return.
Oh, so far it's breaking me right now.
Well, we have $50 from Feed that says, love the run. Excellent commentary, keep it up, and praise the sun.
Hey, praise it, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Choo-choo. Yeah, well, Seesaw has to agree with that with a $55 donation that says, oops, pressed 5 twice. Choo-choo.
All right, go for more.
All right, sounds great. Well, we definitely have plenty of more. Stealthy Dragon with a $160 donation that says, love watching GDQ events, love MSF, love Dark Souls, and I want to see some glitches. Let's go. We also have a $25 donation from Tay255 that says, always stunned by the Dark Souls speedrunning community. Love you all. Good luck, Kata.
Thank you.
Time for some more, Kata?
Yeah, go for one more.
All right, one more. We have a... Yeah, let's do this one. We have a $55.55 donation from Eliza Jane that says, such a mind-blowing run. Thanks to all the runners and staff for putting on an epic show.
Thank you for the donation. All right, third time's the charm for this one, I guess. All right, well.
Oh. Ooh,
3 out of 3 on this at least. Got some good practice on the Duke skip. All right, ladder skip again. All right, I'm kind of surprised that worked 3 times in a row, that Miyazaki wasn't like kicking the dead horse.
He's too busy sleeping in because he caught him at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, probably. All right, I'm gonna pick up my casual 3 million souls and take the safer route. No. Like, the estimate is generous, but hey, it's not that generous, you know what I mean? Like, or, nah, I'm just kidding now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take like the safest route. Like, here's a plunge I can do, but like, I'm not gonna risk dying again. So I'm just gonna run around these crystals. And hopefully like don't fall off some platforms which I've done in the past. So this is where FromSoft started to, run out of money. So yeah, they just put some invisible bridges instead. I mean, yeah, that's the Miyazaki masterpiece right there. And there's this guy. I'm gonna roll. I probably didn't have to, but like at this point, I'd rather be safe than sorry. More invisible stuff. I already got the RTSR setup, which is cool. And so coming up is Seath, which is like the scaleless dragon, right? Like the scales are something that gave the dragons immortality. And he was born without them. He was born deformed. And so his entire life has basically been devoted to pursuing immortality. And he created this very, very dope crystal that, you know, he spent so much time creating and researching. And I also did some pathing there to avoid the clamps. Right, so that's the crystal right there. And he spent so much time on it, and it's dead. Boop. So much for the crystal. Also, this is the power of DT plus 5. One running attack, another running attack, and he's dead. Right. Going back, I always try to time my bone outs out of boss fights as close to the victory achieved message screen as possible, because if I have a confirmation box opened and the game shows the victory message screen, it's gonna close it, so I would lose time. Right, another RTSR setup from Consistent Knight. Nice. Okay, can you hit me? Come on.
Consistent Knight?
Yes. That was a dope attack. Sorry. Yeah. It's not like it's called consistent because it's not very consistent, obviously, but it worked out well this way. Again, I used the ring to get to 50% of my HP. So as you can see, I'm not in an RTSR setup right now. But when I'm unequip the ring and I get my max HP back, I'm gonna be under 20%, right? Out of my maximum health pool. Coming up is the Sif boss fight. I know a lot of guys like Sif, but those that you do, you know, you guys have probably never speed on the game before. Right. Unequip the ring. What? Right, Musovan waiting for the gate. And this fight, there's like plenty of openers that are good. There's like one or two that are bad, so let's see which one I get. It should be a quick fight again, unless I misplay. That was nice, Dave.
He was a very good boy.
Poor dog.
Rest in peace.
Right, in this route, it's no problem, really safe. But in other routes, it can be really annoying because in other routes, you don't have as much stamina as I do. And like each running attack is such an insane commitment in this game, right? Because even though you're using moveset from the rapier, it still drains stamina from the dragon tooth. So basically, in normal routes, where you don't have this much stamina, as soon as you do a running attack, you cannot roll for the next like 2 seconds because you don't have stamina. So if you do a running attack in a wrong time, you're just gonna die. And that is a big problem in the Sif fight.
Time for a quick donation?
Go for it.
Well, with that, we got a $1,000 donation here.
Nice.
From the fifth mat. And that says, for more Bark Souls. And with that, we are less than $10,000 away from matching that glitch exhibition. Keep those donations coming in, folks.
All right, so this is the boss fight that I bought the heavy soul arrow for. It's a pretty basic boss fight that doesn't really take much effort. In this route anyway, in other routes it can be a little bit more tricky. But now we're gonna be finally getting to the good stuff. We're gonna enter the DLC. And the DLC has probably the best bosses of this game. So I'm gonna be running back to the place where I freed Dusk. So in the meanwhile, we can read some more donations. Or not, I mean, that's cool as well.
Oh, sorry about that, Kata.
No worries, mate.
I was just marveling at how many more donations are coming in, keeping that donation train going. We have a $5...
Avec la teneur élevée en protéines et les grappes de granola croquantes de Vector, sois prêt pour le sport.
Our donation from Wraith that says, Glitch Train Hype!
Hype!
We also have $5 from Neon Guts that says, this is the Dark Souls of speedruns.
Quite literally, yeah. So would that make the slope quit out the Dark Souls of the Dark Souls skips? Right, again, I took the full damage deliberately to get into an RTSR setup. And I also did another full damage cancel down that ladder, because ladders are slow. They're cool, but they're slow. And we are fast unless we die, but that's okay. Right, so come up with the Sanctuary Guardian. Sanctuary Guardian can be quite tricky. There's a lot of attacks that he can do. I'm gonna try to move up in the fight to save second and a half. But then again, like these little time saves haven't been going too well this run. So hopefully I don't miss the move swap. If I do, I'm just gonna quit out for safety. I'm gonna unequip the ring to get into an RTSR setup. I'm also gonna use left side strats as the move swap. I'm gonna go to the left side. He opens with a lightning. I have to roll that one. I'm gonna go right towards him. Never mind, he does another lightning. I'm gonna go towards him this time. There's more lightning. Okay, cool. Okay, here's the Wombo combo. It's a 4-hit attack. I'm gonna punish it with one running attack. That staggers him, another running attack, and he's dead. All right, that was, well, it's better than getting like 10 lightnings, but still not that great of an RNG. Luckily, DT +5 has a lot of damage. Like, you can tell that this weapon is pretty OP, especially with this moveset. Also, hey, here's a mushroom. Mushrooms talk in this game because Miyazaki, okay. We say yes or hi, and then we buy the Hidden Body. Hidden Body is a pretty cool spell if it works sometimes. What it does is it actually makes your body hidden. That's unexpected. Ooh. No, but like, basically the enemies see you a little bit later, you know, if you're lucky and the spell works. I'm gonna quit out here to de-aggro some enemies. And I'm gonna be heading towards the Rollerwood skip. Rollerwood skip is something that my man Distortion found, actually. And I wonder just, how does it feel to have your baby basically murdered because we do a different skip now?
Oh, old skip was way, way, way worse.
Yeah. So
Much better.
what this found, like way back, was that you can use one of the enemies here to do a full control quit out down the elevator. If you remember, I said that on elevators, your position doesn't actually get stored, and you could use that enemy to push you off of the elevator so that you fall on solid ground. But what I'm gonna do instead is another full damage cancel. I'm gonna plunge the edge here and then roll me there and survive. Now, because I am a millionaire and I have my 3 million souls, I'm gonna buy 99 of everything. I also want Chester to be, you know, wealthy with me. So we bought blossoms, we bought bones, bought some fire bombs. And what is this dog doing? Okay, I don't want to die to these guys. Like, a single hit will kill me now. I'm running towards the Calamite boss fight. If you know about this boss, first you actually have to encounter him to be able to get Goff to shoot him down rather. I'm gonna do some specific pathing for this last dog. Worked out well, okay, that's good. These dogs can be quite tricky if you don't know what you're doing. Luckily, I obviously know what I'm doing. So we trigger Calamite here. I don't have to like fight him or anything, because I would just get burned. I don't want that to happen. And I'm gonna run back towards Artorias, and we're gonna come back here later. This actually saves like 4 seconds going here now, but it's a pretty cool thing to do, unless you die. Right, one quick donation, let's go.
All right, well, we have $40 from an Orlando fraud department that says, hello, Mr. Catalyst. We want to discuss some of your recent transactions.
Oh, no.
Do I get a phone call? Do I get a phone call? Nice one, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna enter the Artorias fight. I'm gonna use the Blossom, which will allow me to basically replenish my stamina faster. Let's see what opener we get. Okay, we get this one, straight foot to the left side, stagger after one attack, go in front. He rolls away and he's dead.
What? Awesome fight.
Okay, good RNG.
Really, really good.
Right, so here's a PvP arena. I'm gonna try to do a cool way of getting in there. ProFlow, watch this. There we go. Okay, nice. Got that first try. That's actually a pretty hard jump right there.
Yeah, it's way harder than it looks.
And what I'm gonna do, yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump here, okay? And there's an arena below me, trust me. And I'm gonna quit out as I hit it, and I get this item, but I will spawn back on top. Now you might be asking, why the hell you would like another online item? And again, I'm gonna use it for some glitching later on. Pretty important glitching for that matter. Gonna take this bonfire, I'm gonna attune Hidden Body, so I can use it later on, and now we're gonna go back to Darkmoon Tome, where we're gonna fight Gwendolyn, because now, with DT plus 5, I can indeed one-cycle him. This boss is like the bane of all the speedrunners, because it literally has 3 attacks, that's it, and 2 of them you basically cannot approach him with, and the one that you know, you want, he usually doesn't do. So hopefully we get some good RNG. So what he does is he teleports away, and now he's gonna be spamming me with stuff. Okay, here comes the Soul Mass. This is the attack where I cannot proceed, so I'm gonna have to chill here behind this pillar.
No bow.
Right. Here's the arrow attack, that's the good one, and I want one more time. There it is, okay, fantastic. That's not too bad, actually. So now I can approach him.
Oh.
Ouch, that's fine. I should be able to stagger him, never mind. But we'll get the attack anyway. All right, so now we're gonna try to use the Hidden Body. There's a lot of enemies here, actually. Kind of reminds me of Dark Souls 2 for some reason. I wonder why. These are basically the citizens of Ulusteel, which have been consumed by the Abyss. Lore, who cares about that, right? We're gonna get through this area, hopefully without dying. That would be cool. These guys deal quite a bit of damage, so even though I have decent amount of HP, especially the sorcerers, like these guys are just melee, but these guys are like casting spells, and the dark magic is really, really strong, as you're actually gonna see later on in the run. Right, so I'm gonna get around these guys. As you can see, they're like aggroing pretty late, that's because of the Hidden Body. I'm gonna cast another one, and I'm gonna prepare the Lloyd's Talisman, which I bought from Manchester, right? He gave me a 50% discount, pretty cool of him. And certain chests in this game are actually mimics that will kill you if you open them. So you either have to fight them, but what's better, it's you can actually put them to sleep, right? Hopefully I'm not putting you guys to sleep back there in the crowd. Oh, you seem to be awake, man, I love that. Right, I'm gonna kill this guy, and this guy is asleep, so I'm gonna just pick up the crest key from him. Thank you. This crest key, I need to get to Golf, and Golf is gonna shoot down Calamine, so I can actually fight him and destroy him. Gonna jump down here. I'm gonna look back, because there's the sorceress that could snipe me. Okay, she's chilling, that's good. I'm gonna cast another Hidden Body and approach the Hell Bridge. This is an area where there's like a lot of enemies, but Hidden Body usually makes it pretty easy. There's like 2 things that I have to roll. Right, okay, they're just chilling, that's good. Now, there's one more enemy here in my way, that's the Chained Prisoner. He can be a pain in the butt sometimes.
This is the only instance of this enemy in the game.
Yeah, it's quite strange, quite strange. So here I jump off. That was not a mistake. That's because it's faster to actually reload the game instead of waiting for the elevator. And there's an enemy on the elevator, and quitting out despawns him for some reason. So get rid of him. I'm gonna equip some stuff. Jump off. I'm gonna take this bonfire here because, well, first of all, if I die to Manus, I don't want to have to run all the way back here. But that's not gonna happen because I don't die to bosses. I just die to stupid jumps. That's what I do. And I mainly sit down because I ran out of Hidden Body casts. Like, for example, in DS3, you have mana, right? So you can, basically, if you replenish your mana, you can keep on casting. But in this game, you have a certain amount of charges. Like, you can see I have 18 heavy soul arrows now. I'm gonna use these soul arrows to kill the sorcerers here. And then I'm gonna wrap around these enemies, hopefully without getting wrecked. I'm gonna pick up Darkbeat. What is that guy doing? Okay, he's gonna attack me, but that should be fine. Okay, we're cool, we're cool. So I just got Darkbeat. That's like the best spell in the game. Probably after like Fall Control that you can use to glitch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Hidden Body again. I'm gonna look back if I'm being chased. I'm not. I'm gonna have to heal because this attack actually messed with my RTSR setup. I'm gonna jump down, do some menuing. No stop roll, that's good. Can be kind of risky sometimes because these humanities can see you. I'm gonna do a pretty cool jump here, of which I'm gonna move swap. And coming up is like another pretty cool jump. Certain boss fights, certain boss arenas, you like enter from above and then you don't take fall damage when you jump into them. So I'm gonna do this cool skip where I'm gonna skip the Manus Folk Gate. So I'm out of bounds now, just like that. And then I jump into this arena and I don't take fall damage because, hey, we're cool. Right, this is my favorite boss fight. He's got approximately 72,315 attacks, which is pretty good variety. That's a good attack. Okay, that's not a good attack. That's a wombo combo. I'll have to wait out for this one. After 2 running attacks, he's gonna get into a phase where he's gonna do magic. There's 3 different magic attacks. I'm hoping to get the good one. That is not the good one. I have to run away, and I basically cannot really punish it. So there's 2 more running attacks left. Let's see what he does. That's another wombo combo. All right, man. Happy feet, this guy. All right, attack him. Get the scream. Should probably kill him. There we go. Okay, he's dead.
Nice play.
So like the 2 other attacks that he can do, like magic-wise, are much better because you can punish them and you can usually kill him when those happen. You can do some little manipulations of your positioning to maximize your chance of actually getting that attack. But he just decided to rain this time. That sometimes happens. There's nothing you can do about it. Worst thing is that he can actually like loop the rain, and I've had him do like 3 rains in a row or something. And because you cannot attack while the rain is happening because you just get hit, and like any boss fight, you know, you have RTSR, so you're just 1-hit KO. You have to run around and wait for him to do something else. That's pretty bad. Right, I'm gonna get up this ladder again. This one's much nicer. It's wooden. It feels pretty good to touch. I enjoy it. Here's Golf. I have no idea how they got him up here because he's giant and the ladder is the only way to get up here. But we're gonna talk to him. We're gonna basically say that we suck and we need him to do stuff. So he's gonna shoot down Calamite. That's a really good cutscene. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I'm trying to go fast, even though it might not seem like it. And so I skip it, you know what I mean? Right, we're gonna run back to Calamite, which is a route that we've already seen, so it's a perfect time for some donations.
All right, fantastic. And we have a $250 donation from Thundercloud128 that says, admit it, glitches are why we watch speedruns. Donate for more glitches. And that brings us just about $8,000 away from being able to match that glitch exhibition. And so with just under 30 minutes left in the run, keep those donations coming in if you want to see that happen.
Right, that guy, I'm not sure if he's ever seen YouTube comments, but those guys are definitely not there for the glitches, I'll tell you that. Right, let's get one more donation in.
All right, fantastic. It sounds like Not Protagonist is going to agree with you with a $50 donation that says, let's get some glitches going.
All right, so as you can see, there's a fog gate here now. I'm gonna use the Dust Crown Ring against Snap RTSR, and there's 2 ways this is gonna go, either good or bad, you know, like everything in life. Anyway, I'm gonna use a Blossom again to get some stamina regen, and I'm gonna do some pretty precise pathing as I enter this boss fight to force 1 out of 2 openers. And hopefully I'll get the good one, because then the fight can be pretty easy. And that's not the good one. Right, so we're gonna have to actually fight him like a bit more legit. Here's the swipe, roll it to the left, follow up, and we're gonna try to AI loop him. This is gonna be pretty cool if we can pull it off. So I'm gonna run to the back here. I missed, that's okay. And I'm gonna try to, you know, get him to do some spinneroni, and he's dead. All right, that was actually pretty good. It's just Calamite AI in general, like the dragon is just dumb. That's what he is. Right, okay, so that's the DLC done. That is pretty neat. And coming up is basically the cleanup of the rest. So I'm gonna do some menuing here. I'm gonna equip some items, and coming up with something that is pretty mind-blowing, to say the least. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to this elevator. As you can see, we're in the Daughter of Chaos bonfire, which we took earlier after killing Quelaag. I'm gonna stand on this edge. I'm gonna line it up. And this elevator is actually part of the bottom portion of this area, so it loads a little bit later. And I'm standing on a slight slope, and each time I quit out, the slope is gonna push me backwards ever so slightly. Eventually, after probably 3 quit outs, I'll be able to clip through the elevator before it loads. You see, like it loads a little bit later. And because Miyazaki knew all along, he put Fire Sage very conveniently right under us. And Fire Sage, because he's a reskin, you can actually plunge him. Bang. All right, you want to see something cool? 1, 2, 3, and he's dead. So the AI trigger for Fire Sage is actually at his poke gate, but because we never even come near it, we never load his AI and just destroy him. All right, coming up is something a bit more convoluted, so I'll try to do my best to explain it. What I'm gonna do is a wrong warp. I'm gonna go to Ulasil Township, back to the DLC, and I'm gonna use the Purple Cow's Crystal, which I got from the PvP arena, to perform a wrong warp. I'll explain it after I do it. It's a frame perfect trick, so I'll just get it first try. There we go, easy clap.
Nice job. That's a hard trick.
That is pretty hard, yeah. So basically what happens there is the game gets very confused. That's, you know, kind of the classic speedrunning phrase, but that's what happens. I use because the purple coward crystal is an offline item, online item, I cannot use it online. It is an online item, and I cannot use it offline. There we go. But if I queue it up, and on the same frame, when I drop off of a platform, I drink an Estus, that's why it's frame perfect. It's actually gonna like drink the Estus, but instead it's gonna use the queued up item, right? Because the game is just not very well programmed in some scenarios. And what the game's gonna do is it's gonna start to warp me to the PvP arena. While it's doing that, if I use my homeward bone to get to the last bonfire, the flags get absolutely confused. We don't really know why, because reverse engineering it would be a pain in the butt. But the game actually warps me to the default location of the area of my last bonfire, right? Which is actually the Demon Ruins here. We're gonna do one more of these later on in the run. They're pretty cool. Okay, so this is Ceaseless. And Ceaseless is done. It's the power of Darkbeat, man. There's a reason why magic is so nerfed in the sequels. Right. Oh, I was supposed to equip a ring there. Right, so coming up is a Centipede Demon, and you probably understand how that's gonna go now that we have Darkbeat. Gonna unequip the ring midair, so I get RTSR. I didn't, so I'm gonna have to take an extra fall here. Okay. And coming up is something that is not very cool. It's the lava textures. If you ever played this game, you know about these lava textures. And ever since I became a teenager, people have told me that protection is important. So I've brought something special for this lava. All right. Because look at this lava. I mean, I don't want to lose my vision. I'm already half blind, so you know that would be not cool. So this is Centipede. Say hi to him. 1, 2, and Centipede is dead. Centipede drops, so normally when I walk on this lava, it's gonna like pretty much insta-kill me, but Centipede drops a ring that allows me to walk on it with taking very little damage. That's why I also healed up, to be able to make it all the way to Bed of Chaos, which is the best, you know, boss of the series, obviously. And while I'm running through this amazing area that, you know, totally doesn't burn your eyes, we can hear some donations.
All right, fantastic. We have $100 from Nelstar15 that says, couldn't make it to SGDQ this week, so here's $100. Props to Catalyst on the Souls run. I can't even beat the game. Put this to the glitch exhibition.
Thank you, man, thank you.
Yeah, the glitches have been so insane in this run so far, and we are nearly $6,000 away from being able to meet that glitch exhibition. Keep those donations coming in if you would like to see that. And to help us get there, wow, we have a $1,000 anonymous donation.
Wow. Oh.
That says, enter a comment here.
Good comment. Appreciate that one. Right, so we made it over the lava, but I like the glasses, so I'm gonna keep them for now. There's time for one more donation. Let's go.
All right, fantastic. We have a $25 donation from Anonymous that says, $25 for every controller broken by this game.
He's gonna go broke.
Exactly. Well, I mean, unless he scammed friends and he's got, you know, billions and billions. Right, we're gonna get around this guy. This guy has touched me once, and that was in my like PV run, so I was really scared. But this shield actually has like 100% physical damage reduction, so he didn't deal any damage to me. But normally I run there with like no health, so it was really, really scary. So I heal up just for safety in case something happens. And coming up is the worst boss of the game, really. Very gimmicky. You got these like. I don't even know what it's called, like orbs on the sides that you're supposed to go and destroy. Orbs, hell yeah. But I actually have other plans. So there's a reason why I bought 99 of the Black Fire Bombs, because I'm actually like pretty notorious for missing these for some reason, especially on world record pace runs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna throw one, and throw another one, and hopefully I will hit it. I threw it before the cutscene, which is pretty cool, and we got it. Okay, nice. So killing the orbs. Okay, we actually got a firestorm, but I dodged it. Okay, we're good. Killing the orbs allows you to get to the middle, and getting through the middle allows you to just get to this worm and destroy it. This is not even the power of Darby, like the worm literally is just one hit kill. Unless you get to New Game Plus, and then the worm gets extra HP, and you actually have to like punch it several times. It's kind of funny. Right, I guess we don't need this anymore. Oh, I need to sit down here. Right, so now we're gonna head towards Nito. That's gonna be quite a long run. Come on, man, that's not cool. The run's not this boring, come on. Come on. Yeah, I wish I could sleep like this. Freaking jet lag, sucks, man. All right, so I'm gonna get through this graveyard. This is actually an area that a lot of people, when they did their first casual playthrough, went to, and then got absolutely destroyed and quit the game. Probably destroyed some controllers along the way. Which when I, rewatch the VOD and I see the slope quit out, I might do that as well. Stinks. All right, so here's this guy, he's gone. The other guy as well, that's cool. And what I'm gonna do is, there's a pathway blocked, and what I need to do is pull a lever. There's a necromancer there as well, so what I'm gonna do is a quit out to de-aggro the enemies that are following me, and to skip the animation of pulling the lever, which technically RTA wouldn't really be faster, but despawning the enemies is the main thing. It's gonna shoot a fireball, but he's bad. That's NA aim right there. Okay, so come up is a pretty cool looking plunge. I'm gonna try to see what this guy does. Hopefully he doesn't hit me midair.
Oh!
Really? Oh, man.
GDQ RNG.
Ooh, Miyazaki. I hate you, man.
He's really not happy about that 3 AM phone call.
Oh, I love your games, but you suck, man. What the hell? So this is only the 3rd time this has happened to me. And earlier in the practice room, when I was doing a practice run, where I was deathless, unlike on this one, this exact thing happened. And I was like, ooh, at least I got that one out of the way. Well, I sure as hell was not right. That's really unlucky, because as soon as you touch something, or even if I moved midair, held my analog stick, I'm gonna get out of that animation, which I can roll out of to iframe the fall damage. Luckily, this death is not that bad, because we're really close.
Time for a donation?
Go for one.
All right, we have $250 from a fuzzy llama that says, "It's not a glitch, it's a feature." Praise the sun. Participating in some jolly cooperation. And that being said, we're only $5,000 away from matching that glitch exhibition. Come on, guys, let's get there.
All right, he's not gonna be jumping this time, so let's try it again. I'm gonna hit this little slope. I have to roll pretty late for this one, and we got it. Okay, that's cool. So here's Bone Wheels. And Bone Wheels can be quite annoying, right? Because even with this amount of HP, if they get stuck on me, they're just gonna destroy me. And there's 2 things I can do about it, and that's absolutely nothing and it. So yeah. Luckily they didn't do that. I managed to dodge them. Okay, Come Up is the coolest pinwheel kill that you guys have ever seen, trust me. Okay, you ready? 360.
Ooh.
And boom. He did.
Is that going in your montage?
Yeah. FaZe Clan, I'm up for signing, mate. Yeah, so even with 99 intelligence, we actually don't have enough power to one-shot him because we're missing the BDR. In this section, this is a section that killed a lot of players. There's some really cool parkour that we can do. So first I'm gonna try to jump on the slope, roll off of it, plunge on here, run around Patches, hello Patches. So here's a cool full gate skip, hopefully I don't mess it up. Gotta jump really late for this one, but that's fine. It doesn't save much time, but it's pretty cool to do, and it's a skip, so it counts. Here's another little thing, boost jump, I run on the slope and basically get boosted up here, saves a little bit of time. This area is full of small optimizations, really. Because normally you would have fall control here to not take fall damage, but in this route I don't have the spell. I'm gonna actually have to heal up, because there's one more fall that I have to take and I wouldn't survive it. So I'm gonna heal right here. Okay, that was not a good idea. Hello, sir. All right, don't mind me, man. Just checking my Estus. Ooh.
Time for a donation?
Go for one, let's go.
Great, we have $250 from Maniac Mog.
Thank you.
And they have to say, loving the Dark Souls run. Super excited to see the glitch exhibition. So let's all donate to that. Dark Souls hype!
Hype!
And we are only $3,500 away. You guys close like $2,000 really quick. Keep them coming in and let's see that glitch exhibition.
All right, so this is Nito. For some reason I attacked really early, but it should be fine. I'll get rid of the skeleton for safety. And as you know, Darby is strong, so Nito is dead. Can I kill him with the catalyst? I can't, okay. Let's just do one more. There we go. So the scary part of this fight is that he can do like scream attacks, and those ones they raise a spike out of the floor, and you have to roll it. But that's like the only scary part, really. If you go close to him as he's attacking, most of the attacks are just gonna miss you. Also, hey, this is an area that we've seen, and that's, you know, I've actually noticed in some of my all bosses PBs that I have on my YouTube, people see me like not do Capra early on, and they're like, hey, May, you didn't kill all the bosses. So, yeah, we do kill all the bosses, trust me. Right, politely ask this guy to get out of the way. Oops, he's dead. That's unlucky. This is low-rounded Berg skip, so I don't have to go all the way around, jump over the railing, do a plunge to, you know, not get killed by the fall damage. Here's some dogs. Ignore those. Here's Capra Demon. He's a pretty good boss. I like it. And he's gone.
Hey, Catalyst, do you like glitches?
Sort of.
Because Ariel just dropped a $4,000 and so we're gonna see that glitch exhibition.
Man, thank you. Thank you. That's so generous.
Let's go.
All right, watch this elaborate setup to get out of bounds. So I run and I quit out. And it didn't work. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have to go back. So I run and I quit out. And what's coming next is something that you never saw coming. And I'm out of bounds. Cool. So the way this works is there's actually a transition between two areas there, and one of the two areas actually loads later on than the other. So if I quit out right between the transition, it's just gonna clip me out of bounds. So here's also some cool parkour. Getting on this railing is kind of tricky. Hopefully I can get it. All right, first try, I'm gonna have to quit out. And now my last stable position should be on the railing. There's one more jump to do over like another railing that's like, you know, very small, but if there's a railing, you cannot go over it in this game. Get into the gaping area. And hopefully I don't get destroyed by the channeler. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe, go behind the pillar. That was not a good shot, but gaping is dead. All right, we got two more bosses to go, so the insane snipe on the glitch exhibition was actually quite well timed. Okay, so if you remember when I was going to Quelaag, I sent the elevator upwards. That's so I can save a little bit of time when I'm running to Four Kings now. I'm also gonna set up RTSR with some fall damage, gonna run to the wall, double backstep. There's not RTSR range yet, but it will be after the next jump. I'm gonna equip the Covenant of Artorias, which will allow me to survive in the Abyss. We dropped that from Sif earlier on in the run. And carry up is one more skip, a slope quit out again. So hopefully it goes better than the one in Duke's Archives. This one is a lot easier, but I'm gonna try to do a pretty cool setup with a running attack. So normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get rid of this water, you're supposed to open a seal to be able to access the rest of New London runes. But I have better ideas. Gonna run here, do a running attack. Okay, one more. One more. No. Okay, I was supposed to fall there, that's fine. Basically, I need to quit out as soon as I fall, otherwise I'm gonna die. And I was expecting to fall there, so... There we go, okay. You should be fine. So right now, water is just a suggestion, which is cool. because I can't swim. So here's the death cam. To get rid of it, I just quit out like earlier in the run during the Sense Gate skip. And that's the seal skip, all right.
So how do we get the swimming DLC? Get you to buy the swimming DLC?
Sorry?
The swimming DLC?
Oh yeah, the swimming DLC. Yeah, I have to talk to Miyazaki in some 3 a.m. calls again. Right, so this is when From Software actually ran out of money completely, because this is how the arena looks like. It's just black. Right, this is 4 kings, but we're not gonna see 4 of them, I would hope. So they have both individual and shared health bars. And if you kill the king, you can still attack him when he's dying, and as you can see, deal damage to the cumulative health bar. And this is where the 45 dexterity comes into play. Did I not? Yeah, I did drop an item, so I know where to go. This is where 45 dexterity comes into play, so I can get 3 Darkbeat casts after he's dead. And I was just gonna chill and wait for the second guy to spawn. They spawn in set time, so he's always gonna spawn at the same time, basically. And then we're gonna, take him from behind. That sounded really weird, but he's dead. Rogue rings, that's okay. So, I'm gonna have to know what the other donation incentive ended up at, the ending incentive.
All right, raising a total of $2,910. The Dark Souls ending choice is going to be to Link the Fire.
All right. Okay, so because going into the kiln the casual way is no fun, I'm gonna try to do another wrong warp. Okay, didn't get first try this time. So basically this is what we do in any percent, where we can get into the final area of the game early by just doing this wrong warp. Because for some reason, okay, there we go, we got it. So now we're gonna warp, it's gonna wrong warp us to the default location of the filing altar, and that's behind the wall at the bottom of the stairs here, so we're in the last area of the game. I didn't have to do that, but in game time it's actually a little bit faster, by 4 seconds. All right, this guy, attack me please. Could you do your thing? Hello? Hello? That's not the attack I'm looking for. I need to set up RTSR here. Hopefully you will do the running attack while I'm young. That would kind of help. There we go. Toggle escape it. If I'm basically equipping and unequipping my weapon as I get hit, it's gonna cancel the stagger, which is pretty neat. Okay, so here's the Santo Black Knight. Phew! That was kind of close, but we got it. Got around him. Right. So, we have this tradition in Speed Souls where if you get into the kiln, everyone spams Franker Z. So it would be really, really cool if we could get a chant from you guys in the back that says, Franker Z, Franker Z, Franker Z. All right, thank you for that. It really helped me, because the last boss is really hard. It's Gwyn, it's the final fight of the game. He's fast, he's ruthless. Woo! And he really gives you no time to really do anything. When they ported him to Dark Souls 3, they actually had to slow down his animations 10 times. That's how fast he is, right? So he's a really difficult fight. It's what I would say if you couldn't parry him. So parry, 360, a second one, and the third. Good night, Gwyn! And time's coming up soon. We're gonna link the fire like you people donated for, and time. Woo!
125-27.
Very nice.
Pretty okay.
Yeah, if this 2 deaths, that should be one.
Yeah, if not for Crystal Cave, that would have been
Yeah.
very good.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost 6 minutes there or something, so it would have been sub 120, which is pretty good RTA. That's okay. Well, anyway, I just want to say a couple of things before we kick it to the glitch exhibition, which you guys donated for. Thank you again for that. Yeah, everything blows up. It's it's an ending, that's for sure. Anyway, I just want to say, shout outs to Speed Souls. If you're interested in running this game or want to find out more about some of the stuff that I've done here, head over to speedsouls.com. You can find all the information there. It's our Wikipedia page. Shout outs to all the runners who have helped me over the years and who have contributed to this game. And then there's one more thing that I want to say, and that's I'm super stoked that I could have that I was able to show this run here, because it's my third time that I applied for GDQ. 2 previous times I got accepted, but due to some let's say unfortunate circumstances, I couldn't attempt. But GDQ gave me a third chance. They allowed me to be here. I finally made it. Finally got to show off this masterpiece to you guys. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, we're gonna kick it off to a quick intermission, and when we're back, we're gonna do the glitch exhibition. So see you then.
All right, sounds good. Congratulations, Kata, on such an amazing Dark Souls run. Really looking forward to that glitch exhibition. But that being said, while that gets set up, we're going to throw it over to a quick Twitch ad. See you guys in a bit.
Some snotty-nosed Reds kids. You are now listening to our brand new single, 96 Bulls. Head on over to our profile to hear more and keep listening on Spotify. I ain't been dancing with wolves, no. I'm more like 96 Bulls, yeah. Jordan and Pippen, the Bulls.